the strawberry.
Okay. Yeah. It's nice. Did you take that picture as well? I'm imagining.
Mm, yes, it's mine.
Okay. Nice. And what have you been up to today?
I'm studying.
Okay. Yeah. Studying. So you've got a few more days until your project's due. All right. Do you think it'll be
Mhm.
ready on time this time?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Anyway,
Um,
even though it's not perfect. So,
yeah. At least it'll be ready. Okay. Antonio, how's it going with you?
I'm Adela. I don't know the sound.
Uh,
The sound maybe is not so good as a tablet.
the sound isn't very good.
Okay, I try to fix.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a second then. And Michael, how's it going with you?
Hello, hello. I'm doing well, and you?
Doing really well.
Good.
Yeah, so Michael, what have you been up to?
Here is Carnival too.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the city center to see uh, some parades
Nice.
there. Yeah, and we went to I did what is the name of this sport? Fencing is fencing. What's the name? Fencing. I think that is. There are two people, one against the other,
Ah,
in
fencing.
fencing. So we went to see a fencing championship here, and it was an international fencing championship, and it's my first
Nice.
time. My first time is to see this sport in how do you say
Mm,
in real time? In real time, when you are
in
there, just
live.
in life, yes, in life,
Not in live, just live.
life. Okay.
Um,
So it was my
and when we
first time
say my first time seeing,
seeing live this sport.
seeing the sport live.
See this sport live. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Um, yes, it was interesting because I think that it were some players or sport the players, the people who
Fencers,
fencers,
probably, or athletes, you could say.
athletes, yeah, from different places around the world, and it was interesting. Yeah,
Nice. That
yeah.
sounds cool. Um, and we've lost the data. Um, okay. And so I had to cancel a class that I had in a couple hours that was going to be literature. Um, and so I wasn't sure if we should do the literature or the crazy. But it looks like I don't think Antonio has done crazy or Wellington has done crazy or Michael has. Um, so I guess we can stick with that. Um, yeah, let's stick with that. And all right, let's have Wellington. Can you read the title in the next lines?
Yes, crazy. Today we will learn about synonyms for crazy. Practice prepositions, tell stories, read comics, and practice plays.
Nice. Okay. Can you repeat read comics?
Read comics.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
And all right. Adela, how's your connection?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know because maybe it's, it's a low connection. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there's definitely a lot of sound. You don't have maybe um like a pair of just regular headphones that you could try to plug in, which might help.
Um, and maybe my 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 headphones are to the phone, smartphone, maybe no have a lot of power. I
Okay.
try to no problem.
Yeah, it's just really hard to understand just because of the noise. I'm not sure. What's going on. Lubo, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hello, Joshua. Everything is okay. How are you?
Nice. I'm doing well, thanks. And what did you do today?
Oh, today I was at the market and
Okay.
I bought a nice skirt. So, today was a lucky day for a girl.
Nice. Okay. What's the skirt look like?
Or it's long. It is black and blue, and it has a nice belt on it,
Nice.
like the one you can tie up. And it's so girly, sometimes long skirts look like grandmas, like they can add age to a girl if she wears a long skirt. But this skirt is just what I needed, so I'm
Nice.
happy today.
Okay, good. That's really good to hear. Okay, and so let's have Wellington. Can you ask Julieta the first question?
Okay. Hi, Julieta. So, what drives you crazy? Explain, please.
Okay, what drives me crazy? Crazy is a big word. I don't think I can be crazy for something, but if I have to say something, maybe when, but it's my fault because sometimes I am late, so waiting for a bus. When I'm late, that drives me crazy.
Nice. Okay, wait. When I'm late. Being late drives me crazy. Might sound smoother, but yeah, that's fine. Okay. And also remember that, something that drives you crazy, it's kind of like a figure of speech. It's not actually making you crazy. It's just something that frustrates you. So yeah. Okay. Maybe Adela, give it a try as well. What drives you crazy, Adela?
Maybe. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's
Oh,
just a little fuzzy.
what drives me crazy? No more things. But sometimes long meetings, I drive me crazy because sometimes you lost the time. It's the same to say.
Okay. Sometimes you lost the time. Wouldn't work. We need to change that part.
Yes, because every time you lost. No.
Lost
Every
is in the past.
miss.
Lost
No,
isn't
to
in the
lose.
past.
Lose.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah. Maybe they make you lose time. You could also say like waste time. Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
long, unnecessary long meetings. All right. Maybe last one, Heidi. What about you? What drives you crazy? And Adela, make sure you just mute your microphone when you're done because there's a lot of noise.
Before I mentioned already.
Yeah, but I mean, you could mention something else. If anything else drives you crazy, you're being asked the same question a lot.
Okay. Kyoto is a very famous city, an old city. And then center of the city, there is very famous river, Kamo River. People are sitting down side of the river. Me too. I sat down at the side of the river with my friend. So we started to eat some lunch box, something in lunch box.
We started to eat a picnic.
Eat.
Maybe a picnic instead of eat from a lunchbox. Yeah, we started to eat a picnic.
Yeah, we bought that lunch box in a department store. Because at Riverside there are a lot of cherry blossoms, so it was very beautiful. So we wanted to eat something on the outside, not restaurant. Suddenly, crow came down from the tree. He snatched my sandwiches. It drove me crazy.
Nice. Wow. It snatched both sandwiches or just one?
Mm-hmm.
It got both sandwiches?
Sandwiches.
Did the crow get both sandwiches or did it just get one sandwich?
How can I say sandwich? Two bread. Either is ham or egg or is it one
No.
or two? How can I say?
So it's one. So the crow snatched my sandwich would be just like your sandwich, or the crow snatched both of our sandwiches.
No, my sandwich.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound unfortunate. So there's a very famous river. People not are sitting.
Sitting down.
Not are sitting. We need to change that.
But it's usual, always.
Yep, which would be...
Very famous place.
Yeah, which tense would you use then?
Or?
So
But I want to say because it's
no.
famous place.
No, it's a general or habitual action, so what tense do we use?
Mm.
So it's not the present progressive.
Sit down.
Yeah, sit. People sit down on the side of the river. So if you say they are sitting right now,
Okay.
they are sitting. And sit would be generally, they sit. And me too. Started to think about there were a lot of cherry blossoms. We need an article. Heidi?
A crow?
Mm-hmm. A crow. And just the prepositional phrase, we probably would put it at the end of the little clause. So on the riverside, we started because there were a lot of cherry blossoms on the riverside. It just sounds a lot more natural if you put the prepositional phrase at the end. Okay, but good. Nicely done. Let's have... Actually, I still haven't heard... Michael, what drives you crazy?
Can we ask become or make me crazy? Is more or less the same? We can use this word as a synonym, or
Drive is much more common.
that's more common. Okay.
Yeah, if you say what makes you crazy, it just sounds pretty awkward. Drives you crazy. Yeah, sounds better.
So maybe internet issues. Sometimes you don't know what's the reason, but suddenly appears some problems and
Yeah.
this could be one thing that drives me crazy. But maybe I think that is more common in my life because I am a father. So living with children, this is something that drives me crazy because bringing up or educate children is, I think that is one of the most difficult things that we can do in our life
Okay.
in a properly way. So sometimes when they started fighting once against the other, and sometimes the reason is that one of them wants to watch something on TV and the other wants to be a different program, some stupid things like this, and
Yeah.
it become a big fight. So it drives me crazy.
Nice. How old are your children again?
7 and 10.
Yeah, that's a hard age.
No, it's not very hard. I think that in some years will be more difficult than now.
Almost.
When they become teenagers.
Yeah, almost surely.
Uh,
But yeah, 7 and 10, yeah, that gets some silly fights. I feel like, at least when you're teenagers, you fight about one of them is actually being a jerk. Um, but good. All right. And Luvo, what about you? One thing that drives you crazy.
You know, the things Michael mentioned actually is true for me because, for example, if I want to connect with someone and my internet connection is really slow, it drives me crazy. Or if I participate in a class and I'm talking to my co-students, classmates, and to my teacher, and then I just, dropped out of the conversation by this internet thing. It drives me crazy. Also, when I was printing something for a long time, I have been printing something for a long time, and then everything goes black because of the computer, something wrong there, and I had to do it all over again. It drives me crazy. And one more thing is when I try to do as many things as possible in a short period of time, and my son doesn't understand that. He's 6. Usually I ask him not to touch me during that period of time because I know that I have to be focused on something in order to make it perfect. But if he comes to me at this period of time, it drives me crazy. I don't know. I can't control myself at this situation. I try to, but it's difficult.
Understandable. Okay, good. Nice. And I guess just last one so we don't skip anybody. Wellington, what about you?
What drives me crazy? Like Nova said, when I am working in something like, for example, using
On
the
something.
Excel, using the Excel, and sometimes I am because I work with many data, and sometimes the file the file has a big is very heavy, and
It's large. It's a large
yeah,
file.
it's a large file, and um, I try to save it all the time in a way that to avoid a lost what I did. But
Um,
sometimes I was there using, and the Excel stop, freeze, and it close.
Sometimes it's there and it freezes and it closes.
Yeah, and it closes. It is very annoying.
It's very annoying. It's really, really frustrating. Okay, I know that feeling. I try to save it a lot in order to avoid losing what I did. Can you read that sentence one more time? That was a bit mixed up.
Okay, like Loba said, when I work on something like Excel, and because sometimes I work with a lot of data, the files can be large. I try to save it a lot in order to avoid losing what I did. Sometimes I am there and it's fuzzy and it closes. It's very annoying. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, good. All right, and I think that was everyone. Let's get on. And let's have Adela. Can you read through the words? All right. I can't hear you at all, really. Um, it's just it's really fuzzy, and your voice is pretty quiet. Yeah, I don't.
I don't listen. Don't
Okay.
speak. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, Julieta, can you read through the words?
Bananas. Out of your mind. Nuts. A nut cake. Nutcase. Bonkers. Mad. What? Mental. To lose your marbles. To run around like a headless chicken. A lunatic. Fruitcake. Drive me up a wall. Around the bend. Mad.
Nice. Okay, and can you repeat lunatic?
Lunatic.
Okay. And all right, nice. Really well done. Does anybody have any questions about any of these?
Yes, I don't know the expression to lose your marbles. I can understand it literally, but what does it mean? Like in
Yeah, not actually to lose your marbles. Who knows? Actually, could somebody make to lose your marbles in a sentence? Or does anybody know what it means?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
To lose your patience.
Not quite patience. It's like to go crazy would be a good synonym. To lose your marbles is, yeah, it's literally going crazy. So it's kind of a funny way of saying it. So maybe it's a little bit less serious. So maybe you're not in an institution. But something like, my dad lost his marbles. I guess it could be being frustrated. Like, my dad lost his marbles when I came home late. Um, we'd probably say something like, my dad has finally lost his marbles. He just tried to eat the plastic fruit we keep on the table. Something like that. Um, yeah, so it's to go crazy, but in maybe a less serious way. Um, and it could also be to be frustrated, but more going crazy. Any other questions?
Bonkers.
Okay. Julieta, can you make a sentence with bonkers? Julieta?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Sorry. So bonkers. Don't act like a bonkers and keep calm.
We wouldn't say
Very
don't
correct.
act like a bonkers. Don't act bonkers.
Okay.
Um, again, bonkers is again, crazy. It's generally used with children, so children go bonkers when they have too much sugar, you could say. Yeah, so that'd be bonkers. Like, don't go bonkers, don't be bonkers, don't act bonkers. Right.
Why?
And
Because they have too much sugar.
they just have a lot of energy. It's like kind of this idea of like bouncing around and, you know, being uncontrollable. It's kind of bonkers. Make sense?
Okay, but why sugar?
So I think it's actually like not true, but most parents in the US think that if their children eat too much sugar, they will be unrestrainable and kind of crazy.
May I explain?
Yeah.
Here in Russia, we believe. May I? I didn't.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Here in Russia, we have the same belief as a parent, I know. And here it explained that if you eat too much sugar, then your blood pressure is higher. So the blood flows faster in your system, I don't know. And then you have more energy after that. That's why we try not to give sugary things in the evening, because it will be difficult for them to sleep after that.
Exactly. And so, if you're interested, you can actually read Relationship Between Sugar and Behavior in Children. So it's supposedly debated. Yeah, who knows though. But good, thanks, Luba. And any other questions about any of these?
Fruitcake.
The fruitcake. And Heidi, do you think you could explain or use fruitcake in a sentence?
A strange person were a fruitcake, wearing a tank top, wearing only tank top and short pants in this cold winter.
Is wearing, yeah, just a tank top and shorts in this cold weather. Yeah.
Does it have a negative connotation? Like if I call somebody a fruitcake, is it like an offense to him or her?
Yeah, fruitcake is pretty offensive. I mean, depends on how you say it. So it's kind of silly. So fruitcake's not like necessarily a bad thing. You're just like a goofball or somebody who's really silly. So yeah, you could call your kids fruitcakes and it would not be offensive. But if you called your coworker a fruitcake behind his back, that would be offensive.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
What's the meaning of bend? Is this place that the direction changed in a way, or this is a bend? Or
I'm sorry. A band?
bend around
Around the bend.
around the bend, but I don't know the meaning. I guess that around the bend, yes, this place.
Yeah. So if
Okay,
you've got
okay.
like a road, we've got like a bend in a road.
Okay.
So it's just a turn. So if you go around the bend, you're going crazy. It's like
Okay.
before the bend is sane, and then around the bend is crazy. So this part is sane, crazy. Okay. And any other questions?
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
can I say you drive me um, mm, to lose my marbles, for example?
Drive me to lose my marbles. Suppose so. I've never heard it, but yeah, you could. It sounds all right. Um, you're going to
Drive
drive me
me
to lose my
nuts.
marbles. Yeah. Drive me nuts is fine. Drive me bonkers, mental. You could say, mm,
Drive me fruitcake.
we couldn't say drive me fruitcake. We couldn't say drive me lunatic either. So mental, bonkers, nuts, out of my mind, bananas. You could drive me to lose my marbles. Could work too. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yes, how to use bananas. Say that somebody's crazy. How to use this word?
Yeah. So it's the same as like bonkers or something like that. So again, don't act bananas. You're going bananas.
Can we say don't be bananas?
Yeah, you could say don't be bananas. Stop acting bananas.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's again, it's kind of crazy. All right, any other questions? Okay, let's go on. Okay, and let's have Michael. Can you read the role of Calvin? Luba, can you read the role of Hobbes? Or of the mother? Sorry.
Let's start that.
Bang, 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 bang. We'll just stop that awful racket. You are driving me crazy.
Very much. That was my part, right?
Yeah, that was your part. It's okay, you can read the last role of Calvin.
And a check mark for Tuesday.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
And no worries. Heidi, I'm just gonna mute you for a second. And all right, Luba, what's happening here?
Oh, the usual day of my son, I guess. He marks the days when he drives me crazy. And if he leaves the day without doing that, then that day was wasted, was lived without purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. No, I love him. I love him very much. Really.
Okay.
I mean, you know, when you have a child, then the child teaches you patience. And maybe that's one of the reasons why do we have children.
Patience. And maybe that's one of the reasons why do we have children. That
Why we
last
have
part, good.
why we have children.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I guess, Michael, do you feel like that's what kind of your children do too?
Yes, but I feel that all my calendar is full of marks.
It's full of marks. Okay. Oh man. All right, and I think we're good. Let's go on. Someone else. Okay. All right, and yeah, Wellington, can you start us out with a story about somebody driving someone else nuts or crazy?
Okay. Drive someone else. Okay. The husband arrived in your home after soccer after a soccer game. He was very dirty after a soccer game. He was very dirty and a little drunk.
And a little drunk?
Yeah, and a little drink. um, when he entered in your home, her wife,
Her wife?
her wife,
Her wife?
he, his wife, yes, his wife uh, began uh, talk to him a lot of things.
Okay. Um, your home?
Your home. The husband arrived in his home
Yeah.
after a soccer game.
And we would probably say two. He arrived to his home. Just talking, he was very dirty and a little drunk.
In his home,
Uh-huh. Um, again, not in. When he entered his home, his wife began.
began to talk to him.
Sorry, Joshua arrived home without to.
Yeah, you arrived home probably sounds better. Arrived to his home. Um, yeah, arrived home. Good correction. Thanks. All right. And Wellington, what would we put here?
Began to talk to him. Began to talk to him. A lot of things.
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
We still need a preposition.
Okay. Began to talk to him. Uh, Help me more.
About
About a lot of things.
yeah, talk to him about a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay. Can you read that
Okay.
last sentence a little bit? One more time? A little bit.
Okay. And when he entered his home, his wife began to talk to him about a lot of things.
Nice. Julieta, how would you continue?
Hmm. She said, "Where have you been and what have you done to be so dirty? This house is off limit for you. Go in the backyard and have a shower with the water tube."
Nice. Go. What would be the water tube?
Hmm.
With it starts with an H.
H. Hmm. I don't know.
We call the hose.
Hose. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the water tube is the hose. Okay. Okay. Nice. That sounds good. Heidi, how would you continue this story?
The man said, today it's very cold. I want to take a bath instead of tap water.
Instead of tap water,
Tap water.
I mean, to some extent, you use the tap water even when you're taking a bath. It's just heated up tap water. Maybe
Tap
I
water
want to take,
outside. Right? So,
yeah, maybe like a hose shower.
for sure. Mm. Do you want me catch a cold?
Close. Missing.
To catch a cold?
Nice. You want me to catch a cold? Okay, good. Really well done. Michael, how would you continue?
Mm, Today is one of the best days in my life. Our team wins the World Championship. Do you want to come with me to have a bath to celebrate it?
Okay, so still dialogue. Today's team. Nice, that sounded good. And Luba, how would you continue?
She answered, let's take a rain check. First, you will go there and maybe. Oh no, that's not. Sorry. She answered, let's take a rain check. First, you will go there and then you will have something to eat. And if you will not be asleep by that time, we will find a compromise.
Okay. Solid. Wellington, how would you respond?
I think I think that you are avoiding me. That is happen for many nights. Today I had many. Today I had I today today I had many invites and uh, but I didn't accept. You are my love, and I want you now.
Oh boy. Okay, I think that you're avoiding me. This present perfect.
Okay. I think that you are avoiding me. That okay, that has happened.
Nice. That has happened for many nights. Today, I've had
I,
many in um maybe like I received
I received
a lot of
a lot of
like
right.
romantic invitations.
Okay, romantic invitation.
You can also say like come-ons. Like I received a lot of come-ons, but I didn't accept any. Yeah, you're my love and I want you now. All right. Yeah, all right. That's good. I don't know where this is going. Julieta, how would you respond?
Good to know. And now I'll go and have a shower.
Good to know. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Um, all right. I suppose maybe Heidi, do you have anything that you'd add on to that?
No.
All right. Um, okay, let's try to look at this. Heidi, can you try the first one? Heidi?
Okay. I'm not. It's 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and you are walking around with a t-shirt, in a t-shirt or with a t-shirt in.
And a t-shirt, yeah.
Um,
What could we put here?
if or no. The weather is what preposition?
So it starts with an O.
The weather, right? Mm.
Can anybody help her out? Does anybody know?
That?
That would be demonstrative. So this one starts with an O. Can anybody help?
Out something?
Yeah, out. You could say it's 10 degrees out. You could also say it's outside. But it's 10 degrees out. It's fine. Can you read that whole sentence, Heidi?
But if it's inside, how do you say?
I mean, it's 10 degrees inside.
Inside, outside, the same.
Yeah. Hopefully it wouldn't be 10 degrees inside, though. That's really cold for inside. If you're in Fahrenheit, that's I'm
I
not sure
think
what it is.
10 degrees of Fahrenheit is enough.
Oh, for sure, it's enough if you say Fahrenheit. But I just wanted to say, like this preposition, if you were going to use a preposition here, which one could you use? So you'd need, yeah, those out. Yeah.
So,
No.
sorry, I don't understand the meaning of this proposition here. It's 10 degrees out. What's
Yeah,
the
so
meaning? What is the difference between 10 degrees out and 10 degrees?
So not much difference. It's just a really common thing for people to say in the States. So somebody would say it's 10 degrees out, and you're walking around in a t-shirt. So it's 10 degrees outside. So the weather outside is 10 degrees. It hopefully would never be 10 degrees inside your house. Does that make sense?
Yes, I get it. Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, so it's like negative 12 Celsius, which would be really, really cold. Your house to be. And all right, let's have Michael. Can you try the next one?
That guy is totally mental. He's always walking around, alone, around the bus terminal, singing children's songs, dressed without any preposition. It's good too. It sounds dressed in clothes.
You could say dressed in clothes, but if we like kind
We
of
need-
like out, we
Yes.
often use a preposition here. So which one could we use?
Dress. And some dressed.
Starts with a U.
Dress. More help, please.
We always dress
There's that.
for Halloween.
There's that. No,
Yeah.
There's that. Okay, close made in made in or made made
Was made. Tell me what you're.
No, I can guess this. Sorry.
Can anybody help him out?
Yes, please.
Start with W.
And what was that, Julieta?
With
Made with
Oh.
fruit. Okay. Of, I would say.
Made
Oh.
of,
Made of.
You could also say made from fruit.
from.
Made with fruit. With fruit would be okay too, I guess. I wasn't thinking that, but made with fruit. Yeah. All right, nice. And Luva. Actually, let's have Michael. Can you read that last sentence one more time?
Yeah, he's always walking around the bus terminal singing children's song dressed up in clothes made of with fruit.
Okay, good. All right, Luva, what about the next one?
You have finally lost your marbles. You're actually going to bet 31,265.
65?
65.
65?
31,200 and 56. I'm sorry.
Good.
56 not pounds, dollars
Mm-hmm.
for a game of bridge.
For a game of bridge. I don't know about for.
Okay, at.
Mm-mm.
No. Or off. On.
On.
On a game of bridge.
Yeah, on a game of bridge. Yeah. Okay. Good. Wellington, what about the next one?
Okay. So, you've been driving me in a wall. No, driving me up
Good.
a wall. Yeah, you've been driving me up a wall afternoon. Please stop jumping. Please stop jumping. It's pretend to be a pterodactyl.
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 No P.
Pterodactyl.
Sorry.
Pterodactyl.
Good.
Okay, thank you. Please stop jumping. Jumping up. I think it's in the house. In the house.
Not in the house.
No. Jumping.
I mean, you could use in, it just means it's like a different idea. Maybe jumping all.
All.
What's an A?
All above the house. Around the house.
Yeah, jumping around the house.
Jumping around the house. Okay. Around the house. Pretended to be a pterodactyl. Pterodactyl.
Say all over the house.
All over.
As well.
Okay.
Judith, what about the next one?
The fans are going bananas. Their team was playing against their rivals when the star forward put an amazing goal in the back of the net.
Nice. Well done. Heidi, what about the next one?
You are running around like a headless chicken. Calm down and try to do things in order.
Nice. Well done. And Michael, what about the last one?
Stop being such a fruitcake, please. Please eat. Maybe could be using a fork and knife, but if we have to use a preposition with.
Good. Perfect. Okay. Sorry about not having that done. All right, so we are out of time. I've got another class right after this. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. But thanks for coming in. Hopefully, see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.